Are you guys ready?
So we're just doing this.
We're just doing this.
Fantasy receipts, man.
Fantasy receipts.
Pull them up.
You're gonna have to. Is
air
this a
ourselves
Reddit
out.
guy? You said that does this, or
Yeah,
YouTube?
he has a Twitter page.
Okay. I'll have to check this out. It's kind of cool. So I thought. Well, thinking about that too is like I picked Cam Scatterbo at number 2. Probably not actually picking him number 2.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think people also do things a little bit for content, a little bit like
Yeah, for sure.
to have your hot take to try to be good. Even though I don't think that was that hot of a take, but I'm sure there's other things where like, oh, just to be different, I'm gonna say this or whatever. So
You kind of have to. Like, if you're going to be a fantasy expert, you can't just be a pleb.
Yeah.
Pleb takes.
yeah, hey,
For sure.
yeah,
Can't play it safe the entire
draft
time.
Jameer Gibbs, like
Right.
like that's.
I think the important thing is like just people who like fantasy and put their opinions out there. You don't necessarily have to do too much of that. Like you don't need to be Stephen A. Smith, right? Like I look at him and I do not care about a word that comes out of his mouth for any sport. Like he's
please don't
full
be
content
Stephen A.
creation.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Please don't be him.
I just think you need to have more good takes than bad. That's really what it's about, right? Like you have enough good takes, finds people.
There.
I mean, can we just not be so serious about fantasy football? Like, we're
No,
it's
it is
gotta
serious.
be. No, is it though?
No.
Right, that's what I'm
But
saying.
it is
like,
that serious.
Here's the thing. You said, can we just not be that serious about fantasy football? And, like, I just can't. Like, I really wish. I was texting my buddies last night because I was having a great game from Gibbs and Amon-Ra, and I'm down 100, and, obviously they're not going to score 100 points, but they look so great, and it's like I'm wasting this week, and, like, it fired me up. Like, I had already lost, and then I watched 2 of my players have awesome weeks, and I was mad. Just super mad. And I was like, this is actually not okay. Like, I feel like a toddler who can't process their emotions.
I just don't think you can say, can we not take it that seriously when we put this much effort into it?
Right. Okay, but like,
Like, we do so much. For
are you
fantasy
gonna
football.
seriously like get mad and call somebody out because they were wrong about their take?
Yes,
Like-
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. That has nothing to do with fantasy football, though.
Only if I trusted their take and it screwed me, right? Because I'm looking for somebody to blame.
That's
Like,
your fault then.
I agree. But that's where it comes from, right? It's like everybody gets so mad and like, the fantasy receipts page and stuff like that does well because people are looking for somebody to blame. Like, oh, I believe this guy's rankings. And it's like,
Yeah.
he didn't click draft.
See,
He didn't put the
right.
sticker on the board. You
Yeah.
did that. So
I feel like that's not a fantasy football thing at that point. That's just a me being petty type thing. Whereas I just want to shit on other people to make myself feel better.
That's
Well,
exactly what it is.
100%.
I agree
And it's almost the same thing as like a trade calculator, where it's like people
Yeah.
just want somebody else to say
Yeah.
that this is right. That way, if it goes wrong, I shouldn't have ever listened to that
Yeah.
stupid
It
trade
wasn't
calculator.
mine.
you
It
know,
couldn't be mine.
yeah,
No, I
it's
didn't
not-
do that. The trade
it's-
calculator said it was a
exactly.
good deal.
Exactly. It's like you fucked up, but like you felt good about it and you reassured yourself with the trade calculator. That's just
Okay, well, let's just what we're gonna do is we're gonna we'll look within ourselves
Oh,
right now today.
A little soul searching.
you're gonna have to look deep. How many years back are we going?
We're not. We
About
didn't have to go that far
2
back.
months.
Yeah, just a couple months.
I don't think I fucked up.
You nailed it?
I've nailed everything.
Because I'm
We're gonna have to
going to
go
be
to
honest,
footage.
because,
Bro.
let's pull up the footage from
Yeah.
last week where he was like, guys, I am dog shit at this.
I have no fucking clue anymore. I have no idea. I
I
don't know
feel like that's
anything.
where most people feel.
That's where I'm at right now. I don't know anything about fantasy football. I've been talking about it all fucking off season. I know nothing.
I'm gonna start then.
Okay.
Because I said we had a sell video. I think it was buy and sell, and my sell was Jameer Gibbs. I'm going with I'm going with running back. He hasn't signed a deal, and he's younger. Jameer Gibbs. I'm selling Jameer Gibbs.
I'll set them all for sure.
I
That's
actually-
crazy.
so-
That's crazy.
The only,
Hmm.
which is a really
remember
bad
that.
one.
I remember
which is
that.
a really bad one. In my defense,
I was gonna say, I'm thinking exactly what you're gonna say, because I don't think you said sell him because he's gonna be trash this year. I
Right.
think you said you want to sell him because he's at the peak of his value or something
I-
stupid like that.
which is not true. He's not at the peak of his value.
yeah.
I was saying sell just because of the flux of the situation in Detroit. They lost some linemen. What's the balance between Gibbs and Montgomery going to be? And Well, the coach last week said, I want to get Monty more involved.
Yeah.
And then he gets like 6 carries. So I think that's pretty much been settled.
I think no matter what, like Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be like, he could see 10% of the snaps and still fucking ball out.
Yeah,
like,
he's unreal.
It's every time he runs the ball.
He is the home run hitter that everybody thinks Devon Achane is.
Yeah.
Like, consistently, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, obviously, he's better than Devon Achane. Like, at pretty much every facet of football, in my opinion. And I love Achane. You guys know that. But everybody looks at Achane as this guy who's like, oh, he's a 70-yard touchdown machine, you know. Honestly, he hasn't done that stuff since his rookie year. You dive into it. They showed it on the during the game last night. Like, as far as breakaway touchdowns go, there's nobody better than Jahmyr Gibbs at the running back position right now.
Dude, I feel like he can do that, the gritty stuff. Also, I don't know about Achane, but Jahmyr Gibbs can do the gritty stuff pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Are you saying he can do the gritty or he can do the grit?
Maybe the grit. Yeah, grit.
Okay.
He can grind them out.
I've never actually seen him do the gritty.
I haven't either.
That seems like a alpha wide receiver kind of thing. You know, they running backs.
Well, that's why I was gonna be like, whoa, I've never seen this dude do the gritty. I was thinking maybe I need to see this, but yeah, he does do the gritty stuff well. And the crazy thing is like, well, like it doesn't even look like the gritty stuff for him because he goes 5 yards after he gets past the defensive line. It's like, dude, he's one step away from going taking it to the house. So.
He's not just like lowering his shoulder and like barreling over a guy, but like he just it's almost like he just glances off of him and still manages to get like a couple other yards.
It's like on pitch plays and dives, Jahmyr Gibbs treats defenders the exact same way because he knows what he's capable of. Like the contact balance, the ability to just make a guy miss and find the open space and just take it off. So I mean it feels really bad that was the sell like right after last night's game. Like this is when we have to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I will say this: I hope nobody took my advice because I didn't even take it myself. That's what I was gonna say. In my defense, I didn't actually trade Jahmyr.
Yeah, at least you held strong.
Yeah, I wasn't. It's hard to trade a guy when you're like, man, I love this guy, and you drafted him. You traded up to get him. Like, it's hard to sell a guy like that, and that's what I did to get Gibbs. So
well, maybe you were doing this tactic, and this is the excuse I'm going to use for all my bad takes.
Okay.
Is you told other people to do it so that you would trade for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, that was doing the reverse psychology.
Yeah. Especially because the people in our leagues watch this, so like, I mean, it makes sense. Probably not, but
probably not. They should.
It made us all feel better when I said it, though. So
yep.
Yeah, I did for a moment.
Yeah.
There was a fleeting moment there where like my soul came back almost to my body.
Came back to reality and said, "Oh shit."
Okay, so what is your bad take?
Bad take.
I want to hear it.
Dude, I gotta think real hard. I wrote this down because I didn't write it down. I think Anthony Richardson's my buy. Yeah. I like him. Dude, I like him. He had a sophomore slump. He had time to learn. I don't think... Is Shane Steichen still there? I'm saying shit. I don't even fucking know. And I still don't even think it's a bad take because I still think there's hope for him. And you know what? God, maybe I'm just too hopeful, but I'm just super big on Anthony Richardson. I think I just thought there was a coaching problem. And then here Daniel Jones is destroying with the Colts.
Yeah, and it's like, so it's not a coaching problem.
It might be, Maybe
it could be.
Daniel Jones, maybe there is. Well, look at it. Like, you got Dable, who didn't do good with Jones, but now he's doing good with Dart. But now Jones is doing good with I'm going back to last week. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So just don't listen to me.
Baker Mayfield said it's not even necessarily a problem with he was talking about your other guy from Carolina, Bryce Young.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's not even so much about having a good coach; it's about having a good fit.
Yep, the right system at the right time.
Right, for you though. For
exactly.
Different guys like different things, and
yep. And like you said, that could partially be a coaching problem, right? Like, you see how effective the Colts offense is this year, and they're doing a lot of the same things, playing the same style of football that they have under Steichen the entire time.
Yeah.
But clearly, Richardson's not a fit for that.
Yeah,
At this point, like I feel pretty comfortable saying like Richardson's does not fit in that style of offense very well, and maybe that's just because he's not talented enough, or maybe it's like square peg round hole kind of deal,
Yeah.
where it just doesn't always work out that way.
That's where I feel like he's definitely like in other situations he's just gonna eat, bro. And
If
that's
I'm
why-
like a tanking team or like just don't have really anything figured out, I'll go send a future third for Richardson.
Yeah.
Just take a shot
Dude,
because
I'm
he's
gonna-
not going to be in India this year. There's just no way in that.
I'm in a 10-man league. I can't drop him.
Right.
I need a roster spot. I can't drop him. I just can't. There's nothing in there. My fingers cannot do it.
Well, I mean, there is still hope. I think that was your point generally, but like,
Right.
He's not broken. He's not Justin Fields, so you could kind of look at this as almost like a good thing. He's not ready.
Yeah.
Instead of pushing him out there like they did his first 2 seasons, let's not just completely break him. Like, look at all the reclamation projects that have happened the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Baker, we mentioned him.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones mentioned him. Darnold. Look at Mac Jones.
Yeah, a
You
couple
know,
years
like-
of Geno Smith looked
Yeah.
good in Seattle. So
So
Yeah.
just hold on. Just hold on strong. Don't give
Yeah,
up.
hold on for 4 years.
I want to hear Nate's now.
yeah, I'll pull some bad receipts, man. These
Okay.
these
R.I.P.
checks
to
these
Mike
checks
Evans, by
bounce.
the way.
Okay, and in general, your boy whiffed bad on the Jaguars this year. Okay. Tootin taking over the offense, BTJ top 5. I was locked and loaded. BTJ top 5 season. No way it doesn't happen. He gets a real quarterback back. He gets T-Law instead of Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Man, how dumb does that sound, right? Like,
Yeah.
added weapon on the other side, and Travis Hunter just got to open things up a little bit more for BTJ. It's just been rough, and specifically the BTJ part. He's somebody that, coming into the year, I was all over. I'm drafting him over Puka. I was drafting him over Nico, Amon-Ra, and it feels really bad. At this point, it feels really, really bad. He's gotten banged up a couple times. He's had one game where you were like happy. One for 7 is bad numbers.
Right.
That's like he's hurt you 6 out of 7 games. That is not okay for somebody you spent a first round pick or an early second on. So
Yeah. Dude, I still can't get over. I thought there was a couple games where he caught a couple up the middle, and I thought, oh, we're all just overreacting. And then I saw just Sunday or whatever, and he just gets scared up the middle.
Liam Cohen too. I mean, I was all in with the Liam Cohen stuff. Thought there'd be a lot of drawn up stuff for BTJ.
Yeah.
It seems like all the drawn up stuff has went to Hunter.
Yeah.
Deservedly so. He looks
Yeah,
awesome when they get him the ball in space. So I don't know. It seems like a bunch of square pegs being
Yeah.
shoved into round holes in
Yeah.
Jacksonville right now. Just talented players, obviously. Like we saw the upside from all of these guys at different points. We saw a 4-touchdown, 400-yard playoff comeback win from T-Law one year. BTJ was top 4 receiver. We've seen some flashes from Travis Hunter. ETN was top 10 running back 2 years ago. He looks good this year. So it's
Tootin
just
looked good the couple games that he played.
yep. And now LaQuint Allen is taking a lot of the passing down stuff, and it's I don't know. It's
Even
a whole
Diami
mess.
Brown and even Parker Washington are decent guys.
yeah.
Tight end is kind of strange.
You know the crazy?
Pun
It is
intended.
literally strange.
It's rough.
It's crazy that even with all this stuff we're talking about, they're still winning games.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I mean, last week was really bad, but
it was
Yeah.
it was a really hard watch.
But are they just somehow managing to find a way to win, just out of sheer luck or just willing it? Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Are they actually?
I
They
think-
might not actually be a good team.
I think it's a mix of like one is strength of schedule. I don't think their schedule is too tough.
Right.
But also, I think there's like the weird dynamic of football where a bad team can beat good teams and good teams can lose whatever. But I think it's just the dynamic of their team being good fits to win those types of games.
Right.
Plus, their defense was playing out of this world for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, for sure. And that's even the frustrating part about the game against the Rams in London this week was, the defense and the offense both thoroughly got their asses whipped in the first half.
Yeah.
And the defense came out in the second half and got 5 straight 3-and-outs, and it was still 0 points on the scoreboard
Yeah.
for Jacksonville. And it's you can only do so much at a
Yeah.
certain point,
Yeah.
And
There's a point to where the defense looks bad because the offense is doing even worse.
exactly, yeah. When the defense spends 43 of the 60 minutes on the field,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna break.
Speaking of defensive and offensive snaps and stuff, this is a total sidebar. I saw a stat today on a podcast that in the Raiders-Chiefs game, that was a total blowout. The Chiefs
Yeah.
were kneeling out with 3.5 minutes left on the clock or something. The Chiefs had more first downs than the Raiders had plays ran on offense.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Like, the average team averages, 55 plays on offense a game? Maybe even 60?
Yeah. Because, averaging, 30
Like, that's
pass
like,
attempts.
you
for
went
20
3 and out
rushing.
every single drive damn near.
And normally, you only get, maybe 15 first downs on a good offensive
Yeah,
day.
exactly. Like, that's a pretty solid day. You were
Yeah.
moving the football.
Yeah.
Who expected the Raiders to be that bad, though?
Man.
They were bad before, but when they got Pete Carroll and they brought in
Yeah.
Geno Smith,
Thought that they might
I thought
be
they
doing
would
something.
be okay.
I did too, and I'll say this. I'm starting to think, I like Ashton Jeanty, okay? I'm not saying he's a bad football player. He's a really good football player. I think he's going to be awesome. I think drafting Ashton Jeanty over a couple of really, really good-looking tackles
I'll
at
tell
this
that every
point
single time.
Yeah.
was just a fatal mistake for that team because it does not matter who has the ball. They could have Jameer Gibbs, Bijan, Christian McCaffrey alternating, all fresh, and they're still going to put up 10 points a game.
I said the same thing about Bijan Robinson. Now, Bijan Robinson, great player, and I think Genty's a good player. He had 6 carries, bro. What is he going to make a difference with 6 carries? Either way, you shouldn't be drafting a running back that early when you have so many team needs.
Yep,
Like,
and
it
we
just doesn't
talk
make
about it
any
in
sense.
Dynasty too, right? Because the shelf life is so much shorter. If you're not ready to draft that running back, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it. Trade the
Yeah.
pick, go a different direction somehow.
Yeah.
Get the value out of it, and don't hamper yourself down with just that one.
But
running back.
especially with real football, where it's a running back, you get him for 4 or 5 years, at the most 5,
Yeah.
whatever. But you don't have a good offensive line. You need wide receiver weapons. You need DBs. You need
They need a
linebackers.
quarterback,
You
but
need
the whole
rushers,
team,
yeah.
besides for
there's
Bowers and
not a lot
JT,
of
pretty
talent.
much needs to be replaced.
There's not a lot of talent on the team, and you're like, well, let's just get a running back, the lowest shelf life type of person.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Dumb.
That's enough bad, though,
Trash.
right?
Yeah, it's time.
I need to hear something
That's
good.
not
I need to hear
It's
some
been way
fire
too long,
takes.
Yes, absolutely.
Here's my fire take. I'm going to start with it.
How far back are you going for yours?
Just a couple months.
Oh, okay. I figured it was
This
gonna
year,
be-
baby, this
Yeah,
year.
this is all from
I
this
figured
year.
it was not even years. I figured it was going to be decades. But,
And
alright.
one thing I'm mad about is that the Steelers didn't take Jackson Dart. It's between Matthew Golden and Jackson Dart for me.
Dart
And
was
I
the
like
one I
both
was
of them.
thinking
I
about.
like both of them, but I'm going with Dart
Just because he said it.
in the video. But there's one specific play where this dude was getting tackled and then just threw it way up in the air and just threw a dime.
They've done a good job of limiting explosive plays.
That's a concern. Dart just lofts it up for Malik Heath. He runs under it.
Oh my goodness.
And he made the catch in bounds.
Actually, I remember you sending me that play, and you were like, "This dude has legit potential to be a problem in the NFL."
Yeah.
And clearly he has been, especially for fantasy football. I mean, he's been QB4 since he took over the starting role. That's
Yeah.
incredible. That is absolutely smashing it with no wide receiver help. Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neighbors got hurt. He probably played one game with Neighbors.
He
I
didn't
don't
play,
think he played
at
full
all.
game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came. Yeah, yeah. Neighbors
He
got
started against
hurt.
the Eagles, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Neighbors was gone by then.
Yeah.
When I was watching the Eagles and the Giants, I was like, it baffles me that he didn't even start the season.
Yeah.
Right.
Because how well he would move in the pocket to create more time and get the offense moving, it was awesome to see.
Yeah.
I said it after I watched the game, and I was like, I hate that I like this guy because he's in a division right. He just beat the Eagles. I was like, but
the
he's
Giants
so
are a
much-
fun team.
He was
They're
so much
easy
fun
to
to
root
watch
for
because
right
he looked like old Patrick Mahomes, the old stuff that he used to
For
do.
a guy who everybody labeled as a project, you got to sit for a while, work
Yeah.
on him. Looks damn pro ready to me.
Yeah.
looks really ready. And
Yeah.
you guys know Brandon obviously, so this was kind of his take, but I think we missed out on a wide receiver 1 overall season from Malik Neighbors this year.
Oh, yeah.
If he would have stayed healthy and Dart came in and looked like this.
Are we gonna say this every year though?
Phew.
Is Neighbors gonna get injured every year, or until he retires 2 years from now? What's going on with that?
I
I
mean,
think did he get injured his rookie year? I don't
he
think
missed
did.
3 games his rookie
Oh.
year, but he still was wide receiver 8 on the year.
Yeah, he was still good.
Was he rookie last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rookie last
I
year.
don't know. I just.
Yeah. Dart smash hit, man.
Yeah.
That's one of those ones that feel, that's a grand slam. You're taking a quarterback, arguably the most important position in Superflex, at that value, and getting this production is just awesome.
Yeah.
Just killer.
I'm gonna go with mine because Nate's gonna be better than mine. Mine's kind of preying on somebody's downfall, but I stuck to it, even though, like, you know, especially with all the Steelers fans around me. I'm so glad I did. I just don't understand. Again, I just don't understand why we all put like Caleb Johnson on this pedestal, thinking he's like a better version of Najee. Like, because he's not. Like, he's literally drafted in the third compared to the first. Like, he had like not as good as a college career. We haven't seen him run, obviously, and we won't know until he actually runs in the NFL. But Caleb Johnson, I can't remember one time I said anything good about him, and nearly every single time we talked about him, I said he was trash. And here he is. You know what? I put a little bit of money on him the other day, and I'm so glad I have been saying this, but he is trash. I should have never put money on him.
I'm in the same boat. I also bet Caleb Johnson anytime touchdown score like 2 weeks ago, and he had 0 snaps.
He didn't even play.
It refunded for me though. They gave me my money back.
Active?
Well, he was active, but he didn't step on the field, so they gave it back to me.
Oh.
I was like, all right, let's go,
How
DraftKings.
did they give it back to you? That don't make. Oh, hey, I wouldn't complain about
Yeah,
it.
it's
I mean,
active.
it doesn't make any
You
sense.
guys didn't hear that. Cut that from the video.
Yeah.
DraftKings doesn't know that.
Dude, I put him in for like 15 yards on a parlay. And because I was thinking, Klopper just said last week, like, he's actually getting the ball a little bit. He's getting involved with it. So I was thinking, 15 yards, you can get it. Fuck him.
You know his biggest problem? Jalen Warren is awesome.
Hey, he's a dog.
He is awesome. He's like what I thought Trevion Henderson was going to look like right away. That's exactly what he looks like. He's just good
He's
at.
fun to watch.
Yeah, he is fun to watch, man. He does some crazy stuff.
And he can do it all. He does it all.
I'm happy for him because, like, as somebody who, like, I have no problem saying, like, I didn't think Jalen Warren was a very talented player until this year. Somebody I had 0 shares of. I don't think I've ever owned him in fantasy until this season. Not even once. And now that I'm watching more and more Steelers games, it's like, okay, like, this guy's pretty legit.
I think it went back to that thing where I said the Steelers didn't draft him, so I figured he's trash or whatever, like Jackson Dart.
Right.
But I figured because Jalen Warren never got the starting role,
Right.
it made me think like they know something that I don't.
Exactly,
like,
right.
I would watch him and be like, man, it would be every couple weeks where I'd be like, man, that was a tough ass run. Like that was awesome to watch Jalen Warren do that. And then it's like, he only got like 6-8 carries, whatever. So he's probably not that good, but like he should have been getting the starting job probably over Najee.
Well, they liked Najee.
They did.
They
need to like
he's a
somebody
good
who's
locker room
good.
guy and just,
You need to like somebody who's good.
I know.
And that was honestly part of why I thought Warren was kind of a limited part-time player.
Yeah.
Was, we watched Najee for the last 2 years just be a fine running back.
Yeah.
Nothing special at all. Nothing special about the guy, and he never took that role. So I figured, okay, well, they just spent a third-round pick on a very similar profile to Najee as far as, like, stylistically talking.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, worst case, Caleb Johnson's getting 30-40% of the snaps. He might not get passing work and then another third down or 2-minute drill. But, like, goal line, he's got to have goal line. He's got to have,
Right. He's
third
built
and
for
short.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
he's getting 6 or 8 touches a game for sure. And there's no reason for him to get the ball right now.
Yeah.
And they extended Jalen Warren. You nailed that one, Jake. Being out on Caleb was a good call right now. His career's not over. We're talking about half a season of football.
I feel bad because, like, I need to look at my good takes. I'm thinking about my good takes. It's like my good takes was somebody being bad, so I kind of feel bad about it a little bit.
Well, like, honestly, though, if you wanted to play the odds, if you just said everybody was going to be bad to start with, you would probably win out more often than not.
Yeah.
So I guess it is kind of like a cheating kind of way to do it, but you did nail it though, because a lot of people were high on this guy.
I mean, we said, he went in the first round of it.
Exactly. So just being able to cross somebody off your list that you think is bad opens things up for you. It raises your chance of hitting on an actual player. So
Nate, I don't think I wouldn't say necessarily you were high on on Caleb Johnson.
Right.
I think you probably did draft him in some of our drafts though, but like
Yeah,
you weren't,
I definitely
driving-
did, but
You
no,
weren't
I
feeding
was
Cole into that train.
not at all. I mean, I had Tootin ranked above him, Scadaboo
Right.
above him, so
Well,
I feel good about that.
What
But-
was it like? I heard, you mentioned Jalen Warren. Like you weren't really liking Caleb Johnson so much as just the situation. Like
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin
Yeah.
wins football games. You want to win football games? You're running the football. You don't abandon the run.
right.
And he's not. Like, he's not abandoning the run, and he is winning football games. It's just not the way I thought that it was going to be going. So,
Gotcha.
so what do you think about Drake May? I feel like
I don't like Drake, man.
Okay.
I'm not Drake for
I think that's what it comes down to. Then,
Yeah.
is Drake May, because personally for me, I really like Drake May. Like, I think Drake May could put up a top 10 fantasy season.
I got the perfect guy for you.
Yeah.
What in OG league?
Yeah.
Nobody's trading that league, so
I tried. We're going Drake May, man. This
Okay.
guy is insane. I remember multiple times bringing up his rushing pace and how the floor is just so high for a guy like that. And, we only got to see a partial season. And looking back at it, this is going to be a crazy comp for a lot of people. It's a lot like Lamar Jackson, where we saw him for like 4 or 5 games at the end of his rookie
Those are
year.
crazy.
And it was like, okay, well, the pacing is so good rushing-wise. If he has the passing talent and they run with him, like just roll with him as the guy going forward and put some weapons around him, he could be awesome. And I never would have expected Drake May to have, like, obviously everybody knew he had a cannon arm.
yeah.
But I would not have expected the accuracy jump that he's had without, adding some awesome weapons to the team at receiver. Like, Stephon Diggs has been fine. But, like, I don't think anybody thinks Kayshon Boutte was going to come in and be, like, wide receiver 15 on the season through 7 weeks. And he is, and that's largely on the back of some absolute beautiful bombs from Drake May hitting this guy just right over the top. QB3 on the season, just absolutely smashing.
Dude, the other thing you didn't mention was the processing. That's the thing I was worried about.
Yeah,
And
he's
He's
smooth.
nailed
Man.
it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
he's
getting-
quick.
he's finding the right guy at the right time. He's not like patting the ball, as they say.
Yeah,
He's getting rid of it. Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome. I thought he was an excellent price in startups this season. You can get him in the early third or so, mid third. And it felt like, at QB 15-ish prices, like with the rushing upside, that's the floor.
Yeah.
From what I saw in the NFL, that felt like the floor. So even if it doesn't look good, you can get some, not Justin Fields rushing kind of stuff, but like you get the fantasy points out of it no matter what, right?
Would you
So,
trade Larry McConkey for him straight up?
Yeah, I would love to give Ladd for Drake May right now. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. That'd be a smash trade.
Yeah, I'd probably rather.
Calculator
if
probably
you got
says
a
I got
third?
to add a third, though.
What if you
so-
got a third?
Smash the third, man. You take that third, Anthony Richardson and Ladd now? Come on, man.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could've
Just
done
saying.
that. Well, I was.
Really good.
We were talking off the air, but like I drafted Drake May in the middle, end of the first in like all of my leagues, and I don't have him in any leagues. You know whose fault that was though? It was Jacob's fault. Because what does Jacob say about the hype?
Never follow it.
Sell the hype.
Yeah, always sell the hype.
Sell the hype, and that's
Sell
what I
the hype.
did.
And I will say
Mhm.
that, that is good advice.
Yeah.
But, like, so when we say, like, sell high or, like, sell the hype, you actually have to sell high, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
getting paid for that hype. If you're not getting paid and you're just getting, like, normal value, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like Jahmyr Gibbs. You're not selling Jahmyr Gibbs
Yeah.
right now for Jahmyr Gibbs prices. You're selling Jahmyr Gibbs for
over.
hey, he just had, like, 50 points.
Yeah.
Right.
Pay me for the 50-point game. That's
Yeah.
the kind of sell that you do.
Yeah. We've been talking about what's the guy for the Chargers? Johnston.
Quentin
Yeah, QJ.
Johnson.
Quentin Johnson, yeah. It's like he's doing good now. Sell the hype. Sell the hype.
Exactly.
Because he's doing good
But
now.
that's not actually hype though.
It is.
No, because
it's
he's
production.
doing it on the field.
You can get
Yeah.
a first for him. I mean, he's like a top 10 wide receiver. in
I
fantasy
did
right
say
now,
that as
so-
well. I think if you can get a first for QJ, I would do
Yeah.
it. But at the same time, like, if I need a receiver and I'm a contender, I have no problem sending that first for QJ.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it stopping this year. I mean, Justin Herbert, like, we talked about Gadsden off air, too, before this started. Like, it doesn't really matter who's out there on the field. Justin Herbert is going to ball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's going to ball, and people are going to put up fantasy stats around him. And, the biggest athletic freak on the field is the guy that I'm willing to take a shot on when he's connected to Justin Herbert. So
he's only had one bad game that he's played this
Yeah.
year, QJ. So
So